Real simple by popping the book out of the cover, out of the plastic, throwing it down. So, Eastsider origins. Right here, this is my man Black Iron. Black Iron's ability is to, his blood turns into black metal. I can give you info on it. It's best if you buy the book and learn yourself though. But we're starting out very simple, right? So, I'm gonna flip the page, get into it. So, just to make people know, these are all the characters, all the information, you know what I mean? Rastacomics, you know what I mean? If you want to learn more, you can learn more, you know what I mean? This is the first page. If you know Vancouver well, you know this is the Vancouver skylines and everything, you know what I mean? This is what Vancouver City look like in real life. We may change it up a little bit because of the comic, but pretty close, you know what I mean? So the story is taking place in Vancouver downtown East Side, but the world is called Hazz Town. Sean Jackson, who is the main character, who becomes Black Iron later on in the book, is working at a church, giving out free food to the street people, you know, helping them out. When suddenly a few crackheads in the back decided, yo, we don't care if this guy's doing good for anybody. Let's go stick him for his dough. So they stick him for his dough. He's like, what? Got jerked up, almost dead. Over here you can see the next page. He fell down bleeding to death, you know what I mean? Everybody around him see he didn't do nothing. A car pulls up, somebody grabs his body, throws it in the back of the trunk. We don't know who it is, we don't know what's going on. All I know is it's fucked up. This is real life shit. People do watch other people die in the street and they won't do nothing. They'll sit there and just watch the guy bleed out, you know what I mean? That's how human beings are. So I try to keep it similar in the books. Later on, we'll show you how human beings are supposed to be as a hero, you know what I mean? That's the second page anyway. So, in this situation, you know, he falls into a deep sleep, in a coma kind of, for like a couple months, you know what I mean? While they're doing surgery on him. He sees himself in the darkness, you know what I mean? He remembers his death with his mom and how a crackhead broke in her room and raped her and stabbed her to death. And he wishes he would go because he don't want to live with that pain. You know what I mean? He don't want to live with that pain and suffering that he went through, you know? Gotta get through this quick stuff. Anyway, as he's about to die and disappear into another different universe, hell or heaven, whichever way he's gonna go, his life is saved, and so he's not ready to die yet, and so he pulls back from his mom's hand. It's not time to meet his mom yet. He wakes up in a room, but not a hospital room, a little room strapped to a bed. He's wondering, shit, what's going on? Why am I here? You know what I mean? Suddenly, Dr. Davis pops in the room. Dr. Davis, I mean, I could have given him a better name than Dr. Devo. Busts into the room. I could have given him a better name because he is Mexican. I should have given him like a Mexicano name, but at the time when I was writing it, I wasn't thinking that type of, you know, I thinking like, just because you're Mexican, you don't need to have a Mexican name. You could be born in Canada but be a Mexican, you know what I mean? So that's the concept I was going for. Kind of, if you heard this name, you think he's a white person, but as soon as you see him, you'll be like, who the fuck? You can't be Davis, you know what I mean? That's why I created him like that. Over here, Dr. Davis tells him, hey, you know what I mean? You know, you died, and I brought you back using alien blood. You know what I mean? Sean Jackson thinks he's talking shit. Jackson, you're a crackhead? You smoking crack? How you gonna bring me back? What alien blood? What are you talking about, right? Then he begins to tell him the story of the aliens that crashed 25 or 30 years ago on the moon, and how the street cleaners, Canadian Special Ops Group, gained knowledge and wisdom of this and stole blood and started doing experiments on people. And the experiment turned them into mutations, which made them mutants. So this is how we're creating the world of Eastsider. This is where the people getting their power from. The alien blood that people are doing experiments on people on, you know what I mean? And so, you know, same thing, he explains it, you know what I mean? He explains that, you know, few people transformed, they became bad, they're eating other people. Others transformed, they gained intellect, they're powerful, but their bodies were deformed, and so they went into hiding. But their power was so unique, they couldn't be found by the military of any kind. You know what I mean? running out of time. And so the place was blown up. The lab was blown up in Gross Mountain. A lot of these mutated people escaped into the world. And as we can see, you know, we see them escape into the world, and there's the doctor right there stealing the formula so he can do his experiment and Sean in the future, right? So, and here Sean is like, this is all bullshit. I don't believe none of this shit. There's no way there's no motherfucking aliens. You're watching too much TV. Can't be real, can't be real, can't be real, man. He like, yo, listen, I'm getting out of here. Take the shit off of me. I'm gonna go crazy. You know what I'm saying? This guy here, though, this guy's the big Russian, and he's a badass mofo. He stepped out. He's like, yo, listen, I told her don't move. Don't let me put my hands on you, boy. But Sean Jackson didn't give a shit. Sean Jackson's like, yo, ain't nobody holding me prisoner nowhere. You know what I mean? I don't care if you use blood or if you have magic. I don't care what the fuck you use. I ain't getting locked up in no bedroom nowhere. You know what I mean? Anyways, we skip the page. Can't go back right now because we're running out of time. But Sean Jackson is mutated. Actually, you know what? No, I don't think it's fair to do that. Let me actually show you the page. So he lost his mind, obviously, and the skin started peeling. It's almost like black metal is coming out of his body, ripping his clothes apart, covering his face. He found out he couldn't breathe, but he could breathe, but he doesn't realize that this is his own power yet, right? He boxed the shit out of the Russian, slapped the crap out of the center flying through a wall. The doctor's like, shit. He bust a grain at the motherfucker. But that's not a real bullet, keep in mind, people. It's not a real bullet. It's to put him to sleep. But as we can see, that didn't work. Sean Jackson gets mad, leaps out the window, boom! End of that book. Now, this is the second part. I can go into full detail and everything, but we're not going to go into detail. Elsewhere, another one named Matt West. He's rolling, he's a drug dealing pimp, you know what I mean? He's on the street hustling, meets his dealer so he could re-up and get back to his business, you know what I mean? And as they're driving, they see a cracker across the street with his junk, and buddy almost hit him, you know what I mean? Matt lost his mind. Matt's like, get the fuck out the way, bum, what the fuck you trying to do? You know what I mean? James, realizing that he's a big dealer driving a big whip, he said to him, hey, shut the fuck up, dude, are you crazy? What are you trying to do, get us arrested? You know what I mean? Try to let him know, that's intelligent. You know, you always have one of them dumb niggas around you that be trying to act stupid for no reason, releasing their breath, screaming at people for no reason, you know what I mean, when they have no reason to do it. But anyway, you know what I mean, they do their transaction, and this is right above Stanley Park, you know what I mean, they do their little transaction, get their money going, you know what I mean, calling his paper, he's like, all right, I like the way you're doing business with you, Matt, you know, you always got that paper on point, you know what I mean. Yeah, so my man passing the pills, you can see them pills, those are concentrated, those are the concentrated V36 pills. These pills are what mutates people. So the chemicals that the military is using to mutate people, they now mix it with crack cocaine, heroin, and all that kind of stuff. So they're mixing the drugs and the alien juice up. You know what I mean? My brain is slow right now, people. Yeah, I've been working all day. I'm just trying to get this done. You know what I mean? Anyway. He popped the pill, he showed him more stuff. He's like, all right, let's go do that thing. They disappear. He going his own way now, you know what I mean? Bust his whip. He's like, you got to go. I'll check you later when you're ready for the next re-up, you know what I mean? So they dipped out, you know what I mean? As you can see right here at Tinseltown Mall, he rolling over to Tinseltown to go do his biz. He sees a cop up ahead. He's like, shit, I know this motherfucker going to pull me over. You know what I mean? Cop pulls up, you know what I mean? What's up, boy? Talking to him like some redneck KKK motherfucker. What's up, boy? Yeah, you got red zone? What you doing around here, you know what I mean? After a while, the cop decided, you know what, we're going to let you go for right now. Go do your thing. I ain't going to search you. But you need to get off the street. It's too late for you to be roaming around like that. And so Matt West thanked to himself. Thank God he's out of there. So he gets out, and he flags a cab. He jumps in the cab. The Hindu cab, you know them already. Hindu guys are usually ruthless when it comes to their money. The cab jumps in the whip, gets the ride from taxi, trying to get a tell him to drive me, drop him off, trying to get a little deal, you know what I mean? Taxi driver's like, fuck that, I ain't giving you no deal. He's like, all right, I'll pay you. So at the end of it, Sean gave him some money, and the taxi driver drove off with his change. You know what I mean? If the trip cost 15, he gave him 20, and the motherfucker robbed him for $5. You know what I'm saying? Over here, you got that boy over here, that's his boy Skins. He's a white boy. skins. He's not skins because he's a skinner and all that shit. It's called skins because he like to peel niggas' skins when he go to war. When he go to war, he peel niggas' spin. Blah, blah, blah. He peeled niggas' skin back or peeled his enemy's skin back. That's what they call them, skins. You know what I mean? Not no gay or no body fucker or any kind of stuff like that. Sorry for the bad words, people. Anyways, let me go on. You know, they do their thing, you know what I mean? They're at home playing some video games, relaxing, you know what I mean? Doing their thing. And boom, you know what I mean? They get their first deal of the day, or their first money of the day. As you can see right here, boy come in, he's like, hey, can I get some of that goodness, you know what I mean? But he's like, all right, let me do that. They do the transaction, but he leaves out. Him and his buddy chill for a little bit. Skin's like, y'all leaving, I'm getting the fuck out of here. Matt's like, yo, I'm going to my bed, B, I'll talk to you tomorrow. You know what I mean? Later that night, you know what I mean? You can see Matt sleeping good. You hear some sound dumpsters. You know, he's like, what the fuck? Let me get that strap. You know what I mean? Because somebody's trying to break in his house. He goes and looking at the block and he's like, these niggas can't be trying to come to my block. You can't be trying to come to my block, get my money. So he get down, he get dirty. He went down there, you know what I mean? Pop up the strap, bust the corner looking around, you know what I mean? Making sure ain't nobody there to try to take him out. You know what I mean? Because when you're hustling in the street, you have all kind of enemies, you know what I mean? You got cops and then you got hustlers who's hustling like you, who don't want to see you make money, so they try to shut you down, you know what I mean? Anyway, long story short, you know, you find out that nothing's going on, and then you hear bang, bang outside. He's like, what the fuck? Yo, they coming to get me. So he rolls down hard, you know what I mean? Goes outside, sees some craziness going on over there. He's like, what the fuck? He gets closer, there's a creature eating a man, ripping out his body, eating every piece of him. He busts 2 grins at that motherfucker. He's like, yo, you ain't eating nobody in my block. You know what I'm saying? You ain't eating nobody in my block, boy. You know what I mean? So he empty the clip on him, you know? Gets over there, boom, 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 boom. Buddy's like Superman. Ain't nothing hurting him. You know what I mean? All of a sudden, out of nowhere, spikes fly through the creature's body. On top of that, you see a shadow, a dark shadow. This is our hero coming in, you know what I mean? You don't get to see a full glimpse of him. But over here, you see the real shit, you know what I'm saying? So over here, you'll realize that the art here and the art here is different, right? What it is that the guy who did this part of the book, he did a really good job, but he didn't finish the story the way I wanted. He was charging me too much money to draw it. But I got a better artist, my friend Basso, over here, who did this. And this is just his lame style, lame work. This is not his hard work, you know what I mean? But anyway, back to the story. So Eastsidaz steps in, you know what I mean? Eastsidaz put a whipping on that boy, bust that creature's ass, rip him into shreds. You know what I mean? Save that dude. You know what I mean? Rip him into pieces. Mash him up, you know what I mean? The dude's like, Matt's like, what the flip just happened, man? I just saw a creature eating a man, and then a dude came out the fucking wind, came out the darkness, and ripped him apart. You know, some crazy shit, you know what I'm saying? As he leaves out, you know what I mean? He let buddy know, yo, tell your boys, tell them niggas be selling dope out there. I'm coming. Black iron is coming. And we ain't allowing that drug dealing shit going down around here. Ain't nobody turning no demons on my block. And as you can see in darkness, you see the Rastacomics symbol. So beautiful that is. Yeah. And you know what I mean? The story ends here for now. If you want the next book, you can read it. You know what I mean? I ain't going to show you too much, like I said. But if you want to buy my book, you can go to One Stop Card